What's going on? Welcome to another raw, real review, man. It's She-Hulk episode 9 series reaction going down live, man. We here. Was that the chair?
That's the chair.
Okay, all right, just thank you. Like or death situation. We here. And we finna give y'all our full breakdown, what we think so far. We go rank the MCU shows, cause this is technically it's not the last show of the year, cause we got
Guardians
Christmas special, whatever. But man, we go rank the shows, and you know we go keep it real, and you know we gonna keep it real tonight. We gonna have a good time. How you feeling, Miss M? How you doing?
Feeling good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Man, this is it.
That's crazy. I feel like 9 weeks went faster than I thought.
It really did, honestly. Like, I feel like we were in for a ride, but we really didn't get it, you know?
Yeah. I feel like it's gonna be interesting because Daredevil's gonna be what, like 18 episodes?
Yeah, wow.
That feels like it's like, wow.
Man.
When we were kids, we used to watch like the Law and Order. Well, I watched Law and Order SVU like every week, you know?
Yeah. I think the problem is like WandaVision, it had 9 episodes, but it filled you with so much, but you still wanted more, you know what I'm saying? With the 9 episodes with She-Hulk, it was kind of like, you having sound issues or are we good?
Keep going.
Oh. With She-Hulk, it just felt like, I don't know, I just feel like we wanted more. I don't know, it was just the way it went about it, it was kind of just weird just with the episodes. I just felt like they started off really strong and like they stopped giving us post credits. That's when it started becoming sus. Not sus, but just I don't know. I think questions started being raised, but overall, I think it was a great show overall. Like, what are your like initial thoughts? Excuse me.
I think it's skipping.
We delayed. We like it.
Yeah.
We delayed. So good.
Oh, we're good. So sorry.
Oh, actually, we're good. Back to real life scheduled programming and STEM. That's it, STEM. Sims staring at us like we crazy. What's up, my guy? I know you got 3K followers, man, but you can't come and interrupt my streams like this, my guy. Sorry. I know you're the star of the house. I get it. This is my thing. Once a week. Season finale. Come on. But as I was saying, what are your thoughts about the show, like just in general, like not even episode 9, but just like how do you think like it came out? Do you think like what's your thoughts, your initial thoughts?
I thought it overall, like some of the messages that they were trying to convey, I liked the way that they portrayed it. I feel like it gave a lot of insight. If anything, it gave a lot of insight into like the women's side of things, and I feel like men probably did and probably could have learned some things from it. But I mean, that's just a different perspective just based on gender. But overall, I was like, some of the story, it was funny in some parts and I liked some parts, and I think overall the story was okay. But some of it like didn't make sense, like the Titania, like what was the point?
Yeah. Type
of thing. So I don't know. I'm mixed about it.
Yeah.
It's not the worst. I mean, there's always Hawkeye.
Yeah.
But it's not the best either, you know?
Oh, man. But yeah, man, we gonna get into it. We go break down episode 9 and say our full thoughts, you know, just what we thought of it just entirely. And we can start with this episode. I will say initially though, like just even when starting the episode, like it was good TV. Like the whole time. Like it was good TV. Like I liked what they were showing us. Like it's funny, a lot of people predicted the guy, I forgot, he looks like a Todd. I'm just calling him Todd. A lot of people predicted that Todd was the main villain the whole time, you know. I kind of wanted the villain to be more of the lawyer people.
Right.
Like I kind of wanted a lawyer-y twist from the inside kind of thing, you know.
That would have been interesting.
And it's kind of funny how this show always talks about like, oh, there's always got to be a twist. Like, do you think that's like the thing with shows now? There has to be a twist?
I feel like you always want to have a twist if you can.
Are we trained to like think there's like needs to be something like, oh, you know?
I mean, I'll keep it real. At the end of the episode, like it started out funky and I'm like, oh, okay, what are they going to go with this, you know? was like, oh, they're gonna do some like metaverse shit, and then it's like a dream, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's interesting. That's an interesting way. They just pay homage.
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah.
And then in the end, it's like, oh, you see why,
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I thought her friend, is it Mallory?
Mallory.
What's the black girl's name? I thought she set her up or something when I seen this. When she first came in and was talking, I was like, oh, I was ready, but it didn't happen.
Because you're trained to see the worst in women. Look what you learned.
No, I was just ready for the twist
kidding.
early. I was ready for this. I'm like, yes, but then it was like, oh, So I think that should have been some kind of twist. Like, I want the lawyers. I wanted it to be an inside job. Like, I wanted it to hurt that we like loved the character so much, and we found out one of them was with intelligence.
Oh, intelligentsia.
Yeah, like that would have been more. I feel like they should have executed that more, like or at all. But yeah, we're at this scene where we gotta throw the post credit. Post credit, the captions on. We're at the scene where they're not breaking her out, but Jen pretty much she has to get on Hulk probation.
Check the stream. Is it lagging on your end? Sorry.
No, I said we're good.
It could be my AirPod.
It might be delayed though. John said I caught it again with that She-Hulk fetish guy. I was right all along, bruh. I know these sus characters. Yo, John, let us know if we're lagging or slow on the other end. We might have to restart the stream. But we'll keep it going up until then. But yeah, just keep an eye out, everybody. All parties involved, Sims. But man, the fact that she got fired and laid off, like I was like, damn, all this shit. See her boss from the law firm. I want to see him again.
Oh, I know.
Like this man really just faded. What do you think about the media portrayal of like She-Hulk when that happened?
Accurate. Wow. Are you kidding me? People would turn against her so fast. There was men already, forming hate groups about her. This just fueled it. It made it worse.
Yeah.
Brought it front and center, and it's just. I mean, she's the first to Hulk out since, like, in a scary way since what, Sokovia?
Yeah, it's been.
You know what I mean? He's been chilled Bruce ever since.
He's been a chill banner.
Chill banner.
Chill banner. Yeah, man, but she pretty much got fired. She lost her life, man. She had to move back in with her parents.
Yes.
Like, is this story like really relatable? I think they really did a good job in the relatable department.
I feel like she's relatable to a lot of different women. She's like a lot of different parts of a lot of different women. You know what I mean? I feel like every woman's had to like deal with some aspect of her life at some point. You know?
And you know what's crazy? We hear a lot of reviews that's kind of like bashing the show, but I personally haven't heard any women review the show.
Right.
And hear their perspective. Because honestly, I didn't think it was a bad show. Like, did I want some more stuff? Of course. I feel like as a fan, like, I feel like they kind of nailed it because you can't really please everybody.
Right.
And I just think it like Marvel, they have those shows that you kind of do have to watch them over as a full thing because I definitely think they make more sense. Like when you watch it as a whole versus week to week,
Yeah.
But especially after seeing all the breakdowns of these episodes, like it makes you like think like even more.
It does. Like even just they're so relatable too and super meta. I mean, that's when they're trying to piece together everything. Her and the best friend Nikki, right? That's very that's the Charlie Day meme, right?
Yeah.
Everybody recognizes it. And I think it was in Spider-Man, one of them. So yeah, I mean, they're just like super relatable in like real life, but also
8 minutes of probably 5 minutes of screen time this whole series.
True.
She probably got 5 minutes of screen time. That's not good.
And I don't know her character, but from what I've heard, she was pretty good. She was pretty underutilized.
Yeah.
I feel like Marvel's doing that a lot.
Like honestly, I seen her really marketing and pushing the show, and she wasn't even in the show like that.
Yeah.
Like they should have made it to where he was an informant or something, Cause he like pretty much like was dropping salt on her.
Oh, the district attorney or not, whatever he was, the defense attorney or something for the
they were
other side.
friends.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy. Just Like, you just think it can't get worse, and somehow every week it just keeps getting worse and worse for this poor girl. I don't know. That's why the ending, I was like, oh, okay, at least some type of justice. You know what I mean? She was able to, you know, fix her own damn story, basically.
Yeah.
So I think it was cool in that regard.
Do you think this is a metaphor that, like, even though, like, shit is going bad, like, it's still your story, so you can decide whatever you want?
Yeah, it's like you write your own stories, because she's like, is this what you guys want? She's like, huh, no.
Mm.
And then I love that she clarifies, like, this isn't a bad decision, this is just a mental health break, or whatever she calls it.
Yeah.
You know? It's hilarious.
I thought it was crazy that she just popped up on Abomination. I thought that was crazy. Like, when she did that, I thought something was gonna go down. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't think, well, I mean, something did go down. That's where they were holding that,
Like, I thought he was doing some super illegal stuff, like, you know.
Oh.
I thought it was some, like, deep, crazy stuff going on.
You know what? For a second, I did unfortunately think he was part of...
Intelligence, yeah.
Yeah, like legitimately was like trying to just lure her in type of thing, and I'm like, that's just sad.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I think that part kind of did. They should have gave this show an hour, man. Because like I felt like that kind of got sped up. Like we get the whole Hulk jumping in, and you know that whole stuff or whatever, but I feel like that could have been told like longer. We could have got a more extended scene of that, you know? Mm-hmm. I just feel like yes, they said it was cheesy in the show, but like why? Like come on, like why do that?
Yeah.
Like it was cheesy.
It really was.
You know, it was cheesy, but you can't like. I love that y'all redeemed it and said that but it's still cheesy. You know.
You're not wrong.
Like, give me a real scene of this where, you know, Scar and Hulk show up.
Yeah.
You know, and walk in.
I mean, give it a minute or two longer of a scene. It just was so...
Give me two Hulks and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm confused. Like, show him an Abomination fighting and you see another green Hulk just, wow! And we like, you know?
You know what's interesting?
Show a ship right there. Just.
Oh, when they pull up?
Just something.
Oh, yeah, how he actually got here? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's just a lot of unanswered things that we just don't get to know. Because, I mean, it flashed back to before he got there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's where it actually started.
Mm-hmm. Cause I feel like we giving Marvel permission to like really take us on like some just like really mess with our minds, you know. This is the last episode. Like, yes, this did mess with our minds a little bit, but like they could have like I don't know. They could have went a little bit harder. You know, I think it was a good episode. It was, but I'm just saying for the last episode, like, come on, like,
yeah,
really like do it, like. Cause this was cool, but it was like the jokes were kind of like trying to be like too not old jokes, but it's like it's hard for me to believe that people act like this, you know? Like yes, I believe that it is, but it just feels like they're very, you know?
Yeah. I mean, cause you can't probably say what they really do say in probably the worst of these kind of groups, but these groups do exist, and they're like the worst kind of people.
Yeah. This just it looks so scripted, you know?
It does feel that way, in all honesty.
It kind of was too scripted, in a way.
You don't think that's truly his personality? Like, mother pugger.
I just don't believe you're the top secret head of a dark web organization. You're just, you know?
If anything,
lawyers.
The only way I could see it is he's a rich kid and has a bunch of developers behind it. And he's just paying them well.
But even that, you're not talking. You're not...
I mean, look around. I mean, that guy's kind of nerdy. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know.
It's the only way I could see it.
And here's my thing. Like, I feel like they never answered this. When did she get her blood taken?
No one knows.
And you telling me she didn't feel that whenever it happened?
I wonder if that's significant. Maybe she doesn't get the blood. Maybe Red Hulk is not gonna be a thing. Is it possible Red Hulk doesn't need to be a thing?
Because here's my thing. He has blood, but how did they get the blood?
Does he? Where do we see it? Oh, he does. You're right.
Yeah, he takes it.
You're right.
Where was the needle that they showed at the end of the episode? You know, to get the blood now.
So it's a conspiracy.
You telling me Josh just had a syringe in his pocket and just I'm just saying, like, I don't know what happened that night, but you telling me She-Hulk got stabbed with a syringe and he got the blood and he corrupted her phone in the same night, morning. I'm just like, come on. Like,
that's true.
Really? Because according to this, they got the blood.
Yeah, I wonder how.
A hair sample, maybe. Blood, though? Like, they're talking about it in the show, and she's even joking about it, like, saying that he doesn't get the blood. I don't even know.
She does have different hair when she's the Hulk. I wonder if it carries into that. That's the only, like, thing I can think of.
I just want to know when he got that blood sample. Like, that's what I want to know. Did Blade come out and just bite as a vampire and just take the blood, or what?
Right? She just never noticed.
That's crazy.
What did you think about Blonsky? Like, when you first walked out and started saying those things, did you think something was wrong? Or that he was, like, truly that bad of a person?
Yo, when I first seen him, he was swole as hell.
Right?
Like, that's like...
I mean, again, I haven't seen the original Abomination in the Hulk movies, so...
This man was swole as hell. Even when Bruce came out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even when Bruce came out, he was so small compared to Abomination.
Right. Like, how did he get that big? Was that, like, proportional to the original movie? You've seen it?
No, because, like, he was mad. I understand why. He was mad.
Who? The original Abomination?
No, the Hulk in the original movies, he was mad. And the madder he got, the stronger he got.
Oh.
So, that's probably why he was so little. Now that I think about it. It's crazy that he's really changed. I still didn't believe he changed. Did you believe him?
You believe the worst in people, you know? She didn't either.
And it was just weird to me that Bruce, of all people, just run up and punching. Just straight up punching, no asking questions.
Right? Like, now you turn into Hulk?
Yeah, now you super stressed. You were just, in the first episode, you was just teaching Jen about Zen. Like, bruh.
And is it really Hulk even? He looks like Banner, doesn't he? Like, he looks normal.
Yeah.
So it's like you can have different levels of mad, I guess? Well, no.
Is it controlled anger? Ah!
Yeah, doesn't he walk
Could you look
in
little mad,
that?
bro? Look how little he is compared to Abomination when he run up to him. Abomination like, bro, you better watch out. See, when did he get that?
When did they synthesize it? His team synthesized it.
See, she started asking questions about the episode. This is when Josh becomes Hulkling, or... Like, yes, this was corny. This was very corny. Like, when I first seen this, I was like, this is what's going on? I was like, okay. In my head, like, I was like, really just like, wow. Like, I was like, he becomes a Hulk? Like, what did you think when you first seen that? Were you like...
That was literally where I was like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
I thought I was
then
just
she popped
not
up.
paying attention. Yeah, and then Titania showed up, and I'm like, okay, I'm either a little high or, you know, something's going on.
This topped the cake, though.
Right?
Hold on. Safe Professor Hulk, that we all know and love, just jumps through the roof.
Right?
What? From where, bro?
Who's Professor Banner?
From space.
Yeah, or Professor Hulk, you're right.
Bro, you just jump from space and start swinging.
That's what it feels like, right?
Bro.
Yeah.
Look how little he is, bro.
Right?
Like, bro, you're not even mad.
And then she calls it out, and I'm like, okay, thank God. Like, now I'm gonna understand. And then that happened, and I'm like, really? You missed it?
I'm not gonna lie. I looked to the left. I was like,
I know. I was like, dang it, really, right now?
I was like, I didn't touch it. I looked at you. I'm like,
her. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
That was some metaverse shit.
That was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Like the whole screen stuff was pretty cool. Right now we have the scene where she's coming out of the Disney Plus screen. That was pretty cool.
That really was. I mean, it was interesting. From here on out,
yeah,
I was so confused though.
Yeah, everybody was like, no breaths.
I was like, there's no way this was in the comics. That'd be kind of cool, but I wonder. Yeah. And I mean, I guess we saw some of the drawings from the comics.
Yeah.
She legitimately like jumps out of the pages. So I mean, jumping out of the TV is like just a 21st century version of doing that, isn't it?
Yeah. That
was meta back then, and this is meta now. You know.
Yeah, this scene was like actually really cool. Like you're just watching it the whole time. You're like.
Yeah, I was like, this is interesting.
I'm like. So like we're in a script room where they allegedly wrote the whole script for She-Hulk. I love that everybody became an actor this episode. Like this was creative writing.
It was very interesting. I will give it to that. I think it's more, you know, it's interesting. The criticism we've heard about the episode were from older audiences and ones that are like super tied to the comics and maybe had a certain way that they wanted this episode and this show to go.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is the way millennials would have had it kind of go. Maybe a better storytelling, you know, some type of, a lot, obviously better plot points. I don't think it was well written, but I see why it was written the way that was, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
No, I think it was very creative because like, it's kind of a different build-up that we never felt before. We're all lost at this point, and but we still want to know what the hell is going on. So she's even bringing up Kevin, and like,
I think because we watch it with subtitles, I saw it spelled out, and I'm like, okay, obviously that has to be like a robot or some type of AI.
Yeah.
But if we had those off, we would have heard Kevin. I'm like. And then you see her walking through Disney, walking through the Marvel Studios, doing the NDA. You're like, oh shit, they're gonna. Yeah. Kevin Feige is gonna be in his own damn show. That's pretty like Tarantino. That's pretty cool. And then they like completely flip it. But I had that feeling like it was gonna be some type of like AI shit. You know? Well, because I noticed the capital letters. It was spelled, you know, like AI intelligence does.
Yeah.
So it was interesting.
They had her sign an NDA.
Just like real life.
That's
and didn't they have like a picture or something of Ryan Reynolds signing it up on the desk or something?
Yeah. And She-Hulk just goes crazy, man.
Right.
It's funny.
That was pretty interesting.
Yeah. They compared this scene to like Black Widow, when Black Widow was beating up all the guards or whatever.
I mean, she's not afraid to like do some damage. Like.
Yeah, she's not.
Which is interesting. I think they're trying to ease into like the darker anti-heroes that are coming into the MCU, you know?
Yeah, because she went through a lot. She's definitely went through a lot.
There was some Matrix shits too.
Yeah, so now we're in a scene where we're pretty much in like Cerebro. And she's meeting Kevin for the first time. And we all see Kevin for the first time. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not breathing while this scene is going on.
I know, I'm like, what are we about to learn or what is going on?
Yeah.
Knowledge enhanced visual interconnectivity nexus.
Yeah. And we learned that this wasn't the real Kevin Feige. I was kind of let down because I thought it was.
That would have been cool.
That would have been cool. But, I mean, he could have had us convinced. Who knows? Who cares, right? He could have wrote whatever. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
But I love the whole, like, I loved it, like, honestly. I thought this was very creative. Very.
It was. I loved, it tells you, well, it's interesting though. So they give the fans what they want in one way, like for Multiverse of Madness, you know, everybody wants the X-Men, everybody wants, you know, this, that, whatever. So they're giving the fans what they want. And in this way, they just gave it to them in a different way, in the way of like, look, we hear you. Let's make fun of it.
Yeah.
So it's a very meta way of doing it. And I think that's kind of interesting. It's a different interpretation of it. You know,
he said he put out advanced entertainment algorithms. That's his job. Wow.
Right.
It's crazy. That's what I'm saying. I love their whole dialogue. Like even her just like trying to change her whole story. Like I loved it, honestly. like that's literally my only complaint with this show. Just no Titanium. Like I would have loved Titanium to have a bigger role. That was my only thing.
Just a more relevant role.
A prominent role.
Did we care? She was just a side character. Aside from falling into the building, I didn't care about her character.
Yeah.
I'm like, she was annoying. Half the role.
Like I would have preferred a real story. Give me a real story for her. You know.
Yeah.
Like give me a reason to be on like Titania's side and not Jim's side, you know? Like just some, you know, just for this kind of actress, you know?
Exactly. And I think Tatiana Maslany did a great job throughout the whole show, though. I think her acting was spot on. I think she did a great job with the character itself and like really portraying different things that women go through.
Yeah.
I just, like I said, I don't know that it was the strongest story writing per se, but I think there was really creative elements. And I think there was really great episodes with really great messages. So there was pros and there was cons, you know?
So do you think it's a show that I would argue it may be the same if it were week to week versus all together, because I feel like with 9 episodes you could have told more of a better story, you know? And like even that wedding episode, I feel like that was a wasted episode. He could have told a way better story. They kind of, you know.
I mean, that one, if anything, it's like, why? I would have rather had you add length to the other episodes and made it 8 or 9 episodes with
like,
just...
honestly, is it asking too much to, like, you know, maybe episode 5 show us Hulk on a ship just doing something, you know, just...
Something relevant. I mean, because the way it feels, it's like, okay, we see him leave, you know, from Earth after he teaches her powers and all of that. We know he's in space.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, the next time we see him, he's fighting Abomination.
Yeah.
And then he's like bringing his son to the.
Then he's Dom Toretto.
Yeah.
Like,
you called
family.
That. Yeah.
When I seen it, I was like, I was looking at him. I'm like, don't.
The family cookout. Shit.
I'm like, don't do this. So.
He was there for family, right?
Yeah. The Coronas.
He's got his long lost son.
Before we say grace, I got someone else to introduce to the family.
Shit.
Then he go move, like he go hide his son, and then Scar. Like how you gonna stand real tall and hide him, and then be like, all right, you can see him now. It's like, who does that, Bruce?
It was just, it was
What's
weird.
up with
It was
you,
cheesy. It was disappointing. See, that's what I'm saying. There's like things that I just didn't like about the episode.
Like,
that was a con.
Weird. Like Jen, you should have talked to Kevin about that ending. You know, like you wouldn't have talked to him about the ending. Like, come on, Jen. This can't be the ending like we're comfortable with. You know, and so like. Also, I feel like, why did we skip to the end where the police has showed up and he's caught? If she corrected the episode or wherever she did, we should have went exactly to where when she jumped out, you know? Yeah. And the episode should have kind of finished from there. So we should have seen him try to like take some blood and it didn't work or something. Or we should have seen like he tried to take the blood and like somebody grabbed it and, you know, they ran out and we don't know who it is.
I wonder if maybe they'll answer it in a what if.
Like, what happened? That's the question. What happened? Did he try to take the blood and it didn't work?
How do you unhulk him?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like, where are you arresting him? And it's like, okay, so now what you did, it's so meta, but now explain it to me. Did you turn back time?
Yeah.
If so, where's the TVA? Does that not pertain to things humans do? You know what I mean? Like, she's a human, then she becomes a superhero. So, does the TVA have ruling? It does have ruling over humans. Yeah. So, how does she get away with that?
Tatiana cool now? Y'all see each other like, oh, yeah, no
right?
Problem. Like, come on. Like, what the hell's going on? Like, I just feel like it could have been pieced together a lot more. Like, give us some extra minutes. Like, there's too many separate scenes of people and not too many scenes of people together talking.
See, and that's why I said it'd be cool. What if we got an episode where it actually shows that it shows where she like did the whole Kevin Feige thing or Kevin AI thing, and maybe it flashes her back into her life right where she meets Kevin, like before she whatever. It takes her back to that point and everything gets answered or something, or it takes you through the whole episode where it would have been. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
It'd be interesting if that's how they do it, but that's the only thing I can think of. Otherwise, season 2 we have to wait for 5 years?
Because she's taking us to court. Well, she's taking them to court, I guess. But maybe they'll tell us what happened. I mean, Marvel obviously showed. This is what I want to say about this episode. Marvel obviously showed that they listen and they read what people say.
Oh, 100%.
So, like, all this stuff that we're saying, they're going to, like, find a way to incorporate it and, like, you know, fix it. Because that is a real-ass question. Like, did he take the blood? When the hell did he get the green blood? Like...
And she just didn't notice, didn't feel it,
like, what the hell? Like, and here's Hulk Toretto pulling up. Hold on, stop, guys.
Just put a Corona in his hand.
Yeah, like
he's like Hawaii Dom. God. That's who he reminds me of.
This man really pulled a Dom.
Oh my god.
And his son Scar looking mad as hell. He come up there frowning.
Again, by this time I'm so confused. I'm
Even
like,
Jen is confused.
Yeah.
So we're all like, all right.
So then does Hulk not like abide by her timeline or time abilities? You know what I mean? She didn't see him coming in this.
Yeah, because she was confused. She was like, what
right?
Yeah, she didn't even know what was going on. So who knows? But I mean, she's back in court, I guess.
Yeah, because technically that never happened. So, well, I guess technically the way, if she was able to like rewind time or some shit, which it looks like she was, it's to before she ever met, what's his name? The dude who stole her information. And claimed,
Josh.
Yeah, Josh, who said he stole her blood. So technically it rewound back to that, in my opinion, especially if she still has a job that she's going to and doing well at.
Because I know some of these post-credit scenes or the cartoons show her or show like what's actually happening or whatever. So I'm trying to look and see if we missed something, but it did leave a lot of questions to be answered.
It really did. And John says the room with all the writers, they all look like they didn't know what the hell to do.
They really didn't. Like, and we heard that there were reshoots.
Yeah, they actually had to must have added those scenes in.
I mean, just leave it alone, Marvel. Like, I like a lot of the stuff that they did, but I just feel like it was kind of a cop out. She's in court with him, so he went to jail or whatever. The case.
I guess you get your
Josh.
closure here on some of the things.
Okay.
Because they've done that in previous episodes where it like fills in the gaps or it like reminds you like, hey, yeah.
She's still on Tinder. Hasn't learned a lesson.
No, those are like the base. You go through every episode.
Still on Match.
Horrible.
So yeah, I feel like, was that a forecasting too? Him as a whole?
Maybe.
Green dude in the back? That's funny.
You know what's interesting though? It was going through it, and at some point it said in Wong, and I was like, was Wong in this episode? And then I was literally like, oh.
Yeah.
End credit. Did you see that coming, or was that a surprise to you?
Honestly, I like when the credits rolled, I was like, man, I wish Wong was in here. And then boom, they like Wong is in here.
Yeah, and then his name was there, and I was like, how did they give Wong credit? He didn't even have to be in the show. And then it was like, his ass opened the portal, and I was like, it's like they heard me.
Yeah.
I felt pretty meta.
Yeah, but that was it for She-Hulk episode 9.
I was so confused. I mean, what did you think? Like, what was your initial thoughts, like, when it ended?
When I first seen it, like, the whole Kevin scene just took me, I was like, what the hell? But then when we came back, I felt like things kept happening, and I'm like, okay, so they're gonna answer more. I'm like, I'm really hoping that the episode doesn't end. I'm like, okay, like, kind of answer some more stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it just ended, and I was like, you know. But I mean, like, it was a good like series and show overall. It's just I was like waiting, like, okay, give us some more, you know, like don't, you know. But the whole reveal at the end was kind of like, it was definitely Fast and Furious-ish. I was like, come on, man. Which one of the damn writers been watching too many Fast movies and was like, yo, what if we have Hulk do this?
Right.
Like, just land on his spaceship quiet as hell and bring his angry ass on.
You know what I think they really got right is her and Matt Murdock, her and Daredevil.
Yeah.
I think they did a great job with their like writing and their characters.
Yeah.
So there was things I liked.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested to see him and his show coming up.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting because we'll probably watch his originals before that, and then watch that one. So it's nice to have like a fresh like back-to-back perspective. And John asked, "Is that Kevin Robot the one that made Hawkeye?"
Yep. He is.
Must be, right?
His name is on it, man.
Shit.
Kevin Feige. Stamp, man.
Kevin AI.
That's crazy, but 9 episodes. You said earlier you can't believe like it flew by like that. Like I can't believe like thinking about it now. Like that's 9 weeks.
That really did fly by.
9 weeks. Man. And I think it came out one by one too.
Did it start in July? August, September?
August? Maybe August.
Yeah, probably August. Wow.
Yeah. But I just don't feel like 9 weeks. I don't feel like I spent 9 weeks with this show. Cause I feel like I know so little.
I don't feel like I cared about the show for all 9 weeks.
Yeah.
Like there were some episodes where I was like, eh.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like my emotional investment, like to this show for 9 weeks, I just didn't feel it.
Yeah. Like we watched it to watch it because I was just curious.
Yeah.
Which I guess it kept your interest the whole time. But to say I would go back and rewatch it, like, oh, I want to see if I missed anything. I don't really feel like I did.
So going back, would you want this to be a 6-episode hour series?
I prefer it. Save me the time.
Yeah. I mean, what do you guys think?
I can go to bed early 3 extra nights.
I think it probably definitely could have been an hour and then 6-episode run.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I just feel like some of the episodes are just like I love the whole different cases and aspects of that. Like I really love that. No, I don't think it was a bad story. Like I don't think it was bad.
Better.
I don't think She-Hulk was bad.
No, I think it had its parts. I think it was funny in some parts. I think it was super meta in others, and some parts it really had you in your feels and you really felt for that girl, man. And then other parts were like, okay, redemption, and then other parts it's like, oh, that was kind of funny. Yeah. You know, and the other parts like, you know, I love the whole his retreat, Blonsky's retreat. That was a great episode, you know?
Yeah.
She had some great episodes, and she had some ones that I'm just like,
Yeah.
Episode 1 was great, and then the retreat one I think was great. The last episode was great with Daredevil, the last 2. And then there was just some parts of it where it was like, meh, I'm done without it. Yeah.
So, what we're going to do right now is we're going to ask you guys to, so far, rank your favorite MCU projects of the year. That's right, we're doing all the MCU projects, top and bottom, that came out this year. Actually, we can't even do that yet because Black Panther came out, so we gonna wait to do that. You know, we gonna wait to do that. So, but we gonna do the shows, and then we'll do a holiday, edition of the show maybe. But we gonna rank the shows. This year, man, all the shows that came out this year, wow. So let's just list them off. We got Moon Knight. Miss Marvel. She-Hulk. Only 3 this year?
Yeah, I guess so.
Short year, huh? Tough year. Marvel said we're in a pandemic too, huh? Shortage of everything. Well, technically, we got the Groot shorts and we got Werewolf by Night.
Werewolf by Night, I will say, was a hit, though.
I'm not gonna lie. I think Werewolf by Night was better than She-Hulk.
Oh, 100%.
And that only had like 1 hour.
Do you think... You know what? Do you think that was strategic in putting it before the finale? In case people were really disappointed by the episode, but then they're like, you know what? We got Werewolf by Night. I'm cool. Because in all honesty, Werewolf by Night was worth it.
Actually, I'm kind of disappointed in Marvel.
Why?
Because I feel like they could have dropped Werewolf by Night next week.
Oh, you think it would have been better?
Yes.
Yeah, but how many...
But you would have had time to advertise it, because here's the thing. I don't hear nobody talking about Werewolf by Night. Because it wasn't advertised.
I think word of mouth is going to be important for that movie. Because we're talking about it. This isn't a Werewolf by Night podcast. Yeah. And yet we're still like, you know what? I'm okay because I got Werewolf by Night. And I was like, oh yeah, me too. And I love that. Like, it's a word of mouth thing. I think people are going to watch it like once when it came out. And then those people are going to be like, hey, this is pretty good. Just even if you don't like Marvel, it's a one-off. Like, you don't have to know anything. It's just good as it on its own. Like, it's just a cool movie to watch, like, with people or with,
especially in October.
Yeah, throughout the rest of the month. You're going to watch it with multiple people. And probably if you're going to throw something on in the background around this month, it's probably going to be that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I think, honestly, like, I think the tradition of Halloween is even celebrated on different days throughout, like, in different countries or whatever. So, you know, maybe it may be a strategic play on Marvel. Because it was, honestly, the marketing for World by Night, there was none at all.
Well, and you had to give Hocus Pocus some time. You know, maybe that's why they put both at the beginning of the month. I mean, Hocus Pocus, you knew. You didn't know it was going to do that well. And what was it, like their top streamed show ever or something?
But I still haven't seen anything about World by Night.
Really? It's not trending or anything? It should have been.
Like,
even when it came out?
Because She-Hulk has kind of been a thing every week, you know?
It's consistent, I guess. More people have been watching.
And, like, we didn't even know World by Night came out, remember?
We had we saw it like on John Campia.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Otherwise, we didn't see. Yeah, we wouldn't have known.
That's what I'm saying. The marketing for World by Night was kind of like
not there
at all.
Yeah, Marvel.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like they should have dropped it right after this.
You should have marketed. She-Hulk was cool, but
like honestly, they should have been after She-Hulk. A World by Night trailer should have happened.
They should have. Like
that's what should have happened, honestly. And then next week we like, what the hell? Like, and then we watch World by Night. You know? Because now we're just waiting for Christmas, the group special. Well, we're waiting for Black Panther, but like on Disney Plus, we're done. Like, we're done. We're on vacation, man.
I mean, I guess the Andor series is still going on, and maybe that's why they kept you there, because now you're probably watching that. So if anything, if you don't know anything about, I mean, you know it's Star Wars, but then you're like, oh, this looks cool. Let's, you know.
I hate to say it, but I think the changes that they made, you know, I think in the last year, I think they kind of been showing, you know, because you know they changed the leadership like over the last 2 years, but even just keep showing me the Star Wars, you know, like they were doing a great job at showing us stuff that kind of connected to stuff, even if sometimes it didn't connect to stuff. It'll be like a Avengers or just something. Now it's just like I feel like I'm being sold to, you know, like it wasn't like that at first, you know.
Was it maybe just a show to fill in the gaps in different places? Like you got the answer about Tiamat, you got, you know, some things. What else was there? Was another like.
Because even like in WandaVision, every time we watch the episode, they would say watch Avengers this movie, or they would say watch
the strategic after, like what to play after.
Now it's like.
Maybe it doesn't connect to anything, but she is now a character, obviously. But maybe it was just a show meant to answer questions, like I said, a filler. Yeah. And that's why they just didn't really know how to end it, but they just wanted to answer some questions. I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know where they were going with what it was supposed to be or what it is.
Like even a marketing strategic thing to do is put, because you watch She-Hulk Attorney at Law, watch Avengers Assembled. Like that would be smarter versus trying to put me, you know, it just feels like something has changed in, you know, the way they do things, and it's kind of showing. Because look at all the movies that came out this year; they were kind of trash. We're not gonna lie.
So far,
they weren't. Look, they wasn't trash, but on Marvel standards, they were kind of trash.
On what they could have been standards, like they were trash.
They kind of.
Thor was just a bro movie. I mean, there was no depth to that movie at all.
Like we love. Look, the movies weren't trash. Okay, they weren't bad. They could have been better.
Yeah,
they could have been better.
If DC did those movies, I'd be like, damn, okay, DC.
Yeah.
Marvel did those movies. I'm like, come on, Marvel, really?
Come on now.
Tell a real story. And did you really have to give all your plot line away in your previews?
Like I would probably make an argument that some of the shows have been better than the movies.
Yeah, I would agree.
That sucks to say.
Yeah.
Like I would put Moon Knight up there.
Moon Knight at least was a great story with great acting. At least. And
I feel like out of all the shows this year, I'm not gonna lie, Moon Knight had me the most. I feel like I was invested more in him, you know.
I feel like
week to week.
Oh yeah, because the first 5 episodes were great.
Yeah.
6 was just a little disappointing.
Yeah.
But I can deal with that. It was still a great show. Overall, I think it was my favorite show of the year. I like Miss Marvel. It was a good family show. You know, I really liked it. And then this would be probably last so far. What else? There's only been those 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Groot. Groot was funny.
I love Groot.
Groot was pretty funny.
Groot would be my number 2 favorite.
Groot was pretty
No,
funny.
number 3. But yeah, Groot was hilarious.
Groot was funny. But we got Black Panther.
I'm excited for that.
I think Black Panther's gonna save everything, honestly.
I hope so.
Like, I trust Ryan Coogler, you know.
Did you hear one of the Marvel executives? Well, we were listening to it earlier. That he claims it's gonna be just like Godfather. I mean, we haven't seen him, yeah.
But
So
I heard it's a classic, so.
that's a big statement. So it'll be interesting.
I don't even want to see Godfather now. That makes me more excited. Because
Right.
if they say Godfather's a classic and I haven't seen it and this movie is like it, I'm going to think this movie's a classic.
Mm-hmm.
So, this could be our Godfather.
Oh, yeah. According to
Wakanda
him.
forever.
Oh, my God.
That's funny.
All right.
But, you said Moon Knight's your top favorite. And then I Am Groot, and then...
No, I would give it Miss Marvel because it had a lot of depth too. It was a good family show. We learned a lot about history and stuff. I like Miss Marvel. That would be my second, and then I Am Groot, and then She-Hulk. I was like, what was the show?
Yeah. You liked She-Hulk, though.
I really did. It's not that I didn't like it. Like,
Really?
yeah, I mean, overall, like, I just think Miss Marvel was really creative, and it was a good overall story that at least I could follow and I can make sense of it.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't. Well, I don't know this. I still don't understand it. It doesn't mean it wasn't good. So I don't know. It'd be a toss-up, I guess, between Miss Marvel and She-Hulk.
Really?
Yeah, Groot. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't count that as a show exactly. So it was funny.
You forgot World by Night.
That's not a show either. That's a short special, which I'm glad they called it something different.
MCU project. Your favorite MCU projects
So far?
this year, yeah.
Ooh, so far. Werewolf by Night would be number 1.
Okay.
Moon Knight. You know, for the writing and for the depth of the stories and the good stories that it told, I would go She-Hulk. And then Miss Marvel, because I think that relates to a younger crowd, but I love the way that they told the story for her, you know, her culture.
Mm-hmm.
And then Groot. I love Groot.
Yeah.
And then that was it. I think that's come
Groot
out so
was
far.
funny. Yeah. Groot was funny.
Oh, and then Multiverse of Madness, and then Thor: Love and Thunder.
Did Thor, yeah.
Yeah.
Man. And Thor was funny too, but
It was funny, but I
It's
wanted
just-
more gore. There was too many laughs and not enough
Yeah.
story. And
I think honestly Christian Bale and Chris Hemsworth, they should have shown us something we haven't seen before, honestly. Like I wanted to see them like really like just
I wanted it to be more on the scale of a Winter Soldier, Captain America Winter Soldier.
Yo.
Really, really serious
True, yeah.
with slight comedy.
You
Where and
nailed
I
it
think
right there.
yeah, I feel like they flipped it and did a whole bunch of comedy and a little bit of serious in some parts, kind of.
and I'm not gonna lie, I love Christian Bale's character.
Yeah, exactly.
It just wasn't enough.
No.
Like I feel like he got 20 minutes of screen time.
Max.
20 or 30 minutes. And we didn't get a damn backstory. We supposed to care about him just because y'all show him in the first 10 minutes. Like, give us the whole story, you know?
Right.
Like, come on, Marvel. It's like they giving rookies these directing chairs, you know? It's like, what the hell? So
Yeah.
they could have went way crazier with that. I feel like they could have built, and see, here's the thing. We already know next year is going to be filled with Kang stuff, right? I feel like this year we could have gotten like some good like little villains, you know, throughout the year tease. Like I feel like we could have got some gore hype, you know, this whole year about how crazy gore is gonna be, you know.
You could have made it seem worse than Moon Knight.
Yeah,
You know?
or how crazy Wanda's gonna be. Like I feel like we could have like because we learned about Kang like early, like no, actually last year. That was
Yeah.
last year. Like we learned about Kang last year.
Yeah.
So why this whole year we didn't have nobody that was kind of like, you know?
Nobody else knew. Nobody but Loki knew. How would we?
Yeah, and Loki been knowing for a whole year and like saying still like that's what I'm saying. Like,
Time is different up there.
so like it's taking a whole year for
And
things
he's in a
to,
whole
like,
different
happen.
multiverse. We don't know what year they're in.
That is true.
Because they've never said years. They just call it different multiverses. And it
But
looks
technically, Doctor
futuristic.
Strange already started, you know,
The what?
and Wanda with the incursions and all that.
Yeah.
So, but I just don't like even. See, here's the problem with this, like, and I hate it because like new directors really want to get a chance to like do their things like the way they really want it because it's attached to the MCU. Where are we at? like She-Hulk just went to court, but like, all right, what's like, is the universe like going crazy?
Right.
Like, you know, like what, like.
So like we said, is that where was the TVA? Why didn't they swoop in and like prune her? Did this happen before or after the TVA and Kang and all of that? You know?
Yeah.
So
even World by Night, great project. When is this happening? Like
I mean, because even they got TVA agents.
yeah, or
in that
whatever they
show.
was. Yeah.
They
They
look
didn't
like
even
it.
explain them, but they look like TVA agents.
Right.
Definitely. But it's like being a part of MCU, kind of gotta like.
I mean, I think that was meant to be a special project just to show you how Werewolf was born. But then in the end, you see that he's in the MCU officially, but just it doesn't tell you where he is necessarily, but how that's just how he got to the MCU.
Do you think
So-
Marvel is banking on the idea that they know more people are at home watching stuff?
They have to. They have to, or you know, at the very least, they're banking on the idea. Well, maybe on the idea that other kids would know the backstory, maybe. But I don't know. I don't know how invested kids are in comics like that. Parents, yeah, I'm sure there's a bunch of that generation because you know a lot of kids you used to draw comics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Comics were the only way to take in these stories as kids, and then movies came along. You know?
Yeah. Because I'm really trying to think, right? I'm trying to think if you were to watch Avengers Endgame, right, and watch all that stuff that happened. Like, if you watch the movies alone, do you think you would kind of be caught up to like what's going on? Or,
What do you mean?
Like, do you feel like it's very necessary at this point to watch the TV shows before you watch a Marvel movie?
I don't know, because, I mean, maybe that's exactly why, what's his name? I can't think of his name right now, who directed Multiverse of Madness. Maybe that's exactly why, Sam Raimi, why he didn't go with the WandaVision, like, continuation story. Because he didn't want to tie it to a show that he's not guaranteed that everybody saw. I don't know, maybe that was Marvel's intention, that they're not trying to tie the shows too much to that. Because, I mean, we haven't seen Captain America, you know, since.
Yeah.
We haven't seen anything since then. Loki, not till, you know, he's just going to introduce Kang. Really, that's the next time we could see Loki.
Yeah.
Until
what's-
Loki season 2.
You know
You
what I
know?
had to think about? You know what's kind of shitty?
What?
Like, if you only watched Avengers Endgame and you seen Wanda, like, at the funeral, like, sad, like with Tony and talking to Hawkeye.
Multiverse of Madness was a complete, like, 180, 360 for you.
If you just seen that movie and then you watched Multiverse of Madness, you gonna be like, what the fuck happened to Wanda? Like, what's going on? Like, you're not gonna know what the hell, because like the whole, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm wondering, like, do you have to watch the shows and like,
See, and I'm guessing they're banking on people talking about it, word of mouth, and like talking about the show around you, or can fill you in, I guess.
because honestly, no show has really like connected to any movie.
Yeah.
Like, have you like anything? Well, except WandaVision.
So far, yeah, it's true. Yeah, not until these shows have like season 2s
Yeah.
or Captain America. No, Ant-Man would be the next one because Kang.
Yeah.
Because Black Panther doesn't connect to any of the shows.
Maybe Falcon and
Maybe
Winter
the
Soldier.
Guardians. Oh, maybe. It might have like an end credit too that maybe introduces Thunderbolts or something.
Think so?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I am very interested about this Black Panther post credit, because they kind of exist in their own thing in a way, because it's Wakanda, you know.
Yeah.
So I definitely think a post credit. I wonder, is it gonna be a Black Panther post credit or like a MCU, like where we are type post credit?
Oh, that's interesting. I don't know.
Because like they're their own, like they're a thing, especially with Chadwick and all that, Michael B. Jordan, you know, just. So I don't know. I'm curious.
Oh, it'll be
because
interesting to see how they do that.
I mean, we don't even know what's gonna happen at the end, but like, how do they like end the trilogy? You know, like
Yeah.
it's
I think so many people are so curious about what they're gonna do
yeah,
that they're gonna go see it. I think if they told a really great story with it,
yeah.
they're gonna get all the word of mouth, and this is gonna be like the biggest movie
Yeah.
for Marvel of the year.
I hate to say it, but they gotta leave us on a crazy cliffhanger on the end of the second one.
Right.
Like,
Doesn't it come out like Thanksgiving weekend or something?
I think like 2 weeks before Thanksgiving.
Oh,
or like a
something
week
like that.
or 2 weeks. I think 11th. I think.
Oh, it is November 11th. You're right. Veterans Day, which is smart. A lot of people have that day off.
How they do?
A lot of people have that day off. It's a federal holiday, I think.
Nice. Man, yeah. So I think I don't think Black Panther will underwhelm us at all. I think the movie is probably gonna definitely over deliver. They got some like stellar actors in there, man. It's great to see the actors from the first film like really step up.
Yeah.
You know? I wish they had my boy from Get Out on there.
Oh, I can't think of his name.
Daniel. I wish he was in there, but maybe he can make it for the third one. But I trust Ryan Coogler, man. I think he can put out some fire.
I agree. I mean, just the previews alone, I'm like, man, I'm so hyped for this movie.
Yeah.
I would hope it won't disappoint.
Definitely. We got that, and then last but not least, Black Adam.
Oh, that's right.
I'm not gonna lie, we was questioning the hype for this movie forever, and all of a sudden,
everybody
flurry
loves
of
it.
fucking hype, you know?
Right?
Because like you realize The Rock is like,
The Rock.
he's The Rock. Like at the end of the day, like you know, so like he said he's been a DC fanboy, and this has been his dream role. So I mean, we're gonna get to see him, and
He got cast like 15 years ago for this role.
yeah,
That's crazy.
that's crazy. And
Man.
and to stick to a role and like really just be like involved with it, that says a lot.
Yeah, he's committed to it.
And he really sounds like he's trying to like, you know, change like Warner Brothers' direction or just help them out and like just really like make them listen to their fans, which they should.
Can you imagine if they would have done this film 15 years ago though?
Right.
We'd have had 15 years of Black Adam. I mean, how old is The Rock now?
Right.
Imagine having him 15 years ago.
He could have been the Hugh Jackman, the Robert Downey, you know,
Yes.
of the DC universe.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm hoping they're getting their stuff together, and we'll see. We'll see. I mean, there's been mixed reactions, but I'm looking forward to seeing it. Really wasn't too hyped about it up until like lately, honestly.
Nobody else was talking about it. Everybody's all hyped for Black Panther.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
That's just so interesting that Marvel and DC like have both movies with Black
I feel like
in the same month, same release date. Like, what the fuck?
I feel like I know that they didn't want to compete against Avatar for Christmas time or whatever, but it's unfair to put it in, especially during recession.
Oh, man.
Not everybody can go to both movies like within a week apart, 2 weeks apart, premiere.
21 and 11.
10 days. They're 10 days apart. So as far as like people trying to budget, you think they want to take, you know, their families, because it's usually families.
Pulling out that wallet, doesn't he?
You know what I mean? For like 3-4 people.
Yeah.
So, and that's not popcorn and chips or popcorn and soda and whatnot else, you know?
Yeah.
So, they'll do it for the Marvel movie because those kids have been watching all these Marvel movies since they were, you know, kids.
Yeah, true.
And you love them because you're, you know, millennial adults. And so.
They're smart.
Mm-hmm.
They're smart. I don't know.
Black Adam, it's like no. Let's hear what people say about it first.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, The Rock, just alone, he's gonna sell tickets.
Yeah.
You know, so and you got people saying that they don't even care about the story; they just want to see a good movie. So, like, you got fans. The Rock has fans.
Yeah.
As long as he's behind it, you got a successful movie. We were talking about this off stream. Like, I was asking you, what do you think the chances of a Kevin Hart cameo?
Oh my God, that would be interesting. That'd be really meta, wouldn't it?
I feel like he could be in a movie somehow. I feel like it's Kevin Hart's dream to be in a superhero movie.
I mean, it is taking place on Earth, right?
Huh?
It is taking place on Earth.
Yeah.
So yeah, he could just be an extra.
You're gonna see Kevin Hart in the DC universe.
Oh my God. I mean,
well, he technically was a dog in the Krypton movie or some shit.
he was, yes.
So.
And MCU has not brought him into the universe, but how that'd be funny. They have Megan Thee Stallion. You know what I mean? They have really cool like today people.
It's gonna be like a influencer war, DC and Marvel. Who's apart?
Oh my God, who gets the biggest? Like, and then they go and get Harrison Ford.
Oh my God, Harry Styles. They got Harry Styles already. They drafted him.
Oh, you're right.
They got Harry Styles and Megan Thee Stallion. Oh my God.
That's so funny.
Seen it all. Definitely seen
All
it
the
all.
cool people.
I wanted to see that what's that other movie? Don't Worry Darling movie, but
right?
The hype for the movie got destroyed with the drama. That's so sad.
There's like so much more hype around the drama. I don't even think I saw a preview for it. I saw a lot of stories about it, but I didn't see a preview for it.
Dang, it's like the drama really killed that movie. It's sad.
Yeah.
Really sad. I think it came out like a month ago. Like, you don't even see any of the celebs that were in the movie.
That's interesting because Florence Pugh, and Harry Styles.
Yeah, like no one promoting it.
Both
like,
of them are.
It's like they were forced to promote it. That's like how they all look.
I mean, they were technically. It's in your contract, you know.
Man.
Isaac said he wants to see Superman in it, in the Black Adam movie.
I mean, pretty much already confirmed. Spoiler alert. That he's gonna be in it. So.
As like an end credit, you think, or do you think he'll be part of the story?
I just want to know what the hell is going on in the DC universe.
I wonder if.
That's what I want to know.
You know, I wonder if they're gonna have to bring him in to chill Black Adam out,
Maybe.
like to make him realize, like, hey, you're not the only one with that kind of power, type of thing. I don't know. I would hope not, because then you're gonna have to get to the point where The Rock needs to like be brought down, and I don't want to see his character go that way. And from what we've heard, it sounds like he balances his character really well in terms of like. He'll kill to kill, and then he's also like balances the emotion aspect. So
he's
that'd
like
be
the
interesting.
Venom.
Oh yeah, Venom. I think Venom does a great job. Venom is like funny, sarcastic, goofy, and witty, and all the things, and it's hilarious. Yeah, it's edgy as hell.
Not a hero or a villain.
Right?
I'm in the middle.
He's just Venom.
In between, you know?
And funny.
I can do what I want. I'm not a bad guy, but
so
I'm not a good guy. So.
I am looking forward to the next Venom too.
That's funny. Yeah, I'm really curious. I am too as well. About the Venom. I want to see where they go with it. With the Black Adam, I'm really curious to see like where the hell are we at in the DC universe? Because people saying that 9-hour Snyder cut of Justice League was great and it's amazing, but technically, like
it's not part of it, right?
Technically, that's a multiverse story. Like that happened in a different universe, you know. So like.
Interesting.
Where the hell, like, y'all telling stories in a different universe is like, where the hell are we at in this universe, in the DC universe? Like, what the hell is going on? Because first of all, y'all done had 2 good ass movies, Batman and Joker, right? But they not even in whatever the hell that y'all trying to like jumpstart now. So where the hell are we at? Like Suicide Squad was pretty good. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was funny. Suicide Squad was funny.
Weasel, freaking Weasel. It could have been better, but I mean, they should have done it theatrical. I would have watched that in theaters.
Yeah, but even with that, it's
died
like
laughing at Weasel doing that in big ass screen.
Where are we at? You know. But I'm glad Amanda Waller. Like, I'm really glad that they did that. Like,
that's
their movies, their movies might have been like trash and like it's been all over the place. But the one thing that they had in all these movies, no matter what the story is, Amanda Waller is in there.
Yeah, she's the only consistent right now.
She has been in every goddamn thing. So like, I gotta give it up to DC. Like, y'all movies been like.
But they locked her in.
Y'all movies been all over the place. Y'all been telling different ass stories and just going this place, that place. But fucking Amanda Waller been in every damn thing.
She's been down since the beginning, shit.
Except for the Joker and Batman, which I get because she's not.
Yeah.
Different stories. We get it. But for the movies, they want us to know. They're like, yeah, throw her in there. Throw Amanda in there.
So do you think they're gonna do a different Batman for the whatever universe they're in with The Rock and all of this?
They kind of have to. Well,
or are they gonna bring back Ben Affleck?
He's a fan favorite.
He is. He was a great Batman.
Like, why would you try to find another new Batman when people already love and want to see this Batman?
I think they're listening to their fans more. The Rock says
to The Rock.
That.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what he's probably hinting at. Like, hey, you're gonna get your Batman too because you wanted Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
Now he's back.
Yeah. It's like, why not? Ezra. Yeah, it's probably.
Man, unless he can come out and like redeem himself with people after his rehab.
I think it's a wrap. But you don't even want that around you though. Like,
you'd have to do a PR campaign about it. Like her parents would have to come out and like talk on his behalf to the media, and it'd have to be like a repaired relationship. I mean, that would have to take a lot.
I think the damage is done.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
There's too many people involved.
Because if I'm DC, I can't sign this guy.
No, that's another thing. No,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Done, or you're just sitting on millions. Because the average movie fan doesn't know about that.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm saying for future projects. Like, if I'm writing them out the script. I'm sorry. Like,
you know what they should do?
He flashed around the world and sacrificed himself for the greater good. That's what he did. He ran around the world.
And just kept running.
Yeah.
We never saw him again.
Yeah. And Black Adam took him out. That's why the Justice League is mad. That could, honestly, would that be a bad story? Like, Flash ran the wrong place and Black Adam took him out on accident, and now, like, that's why Superman wanna, like, I'm sorry, Ezra, you did it to yourself, bruh.
Yeah.
You can always come back. It's a different universe. Like, we know y'all gonna do the same thing Marvel's doing. We get it.
You know, even if we don't see it happen, maybe you just see his cape and like a body. You know?
Yeah. And they think Black Adam did it.
Yeah. I mean, you can paint it.
And
somehow.
He didn't do it or something, you know, or he.
Yeah, and that could be part of the next narrative.
Just say something, you know, and say Black Adam did it, and Superman want to fight Black Adam.
Yeah.
But as long as he don't say Martha.
That was the key word.
Why did you say that name?
Oh my god, it's so cheesy.
Why did you say that name?
So cheesy.
What the hell, man?
Yeah.
If I was Ben Affleck, I'd have been like,
that's it, really?
so I'm fucking Ben Affleck. I'm gonna just improvise.
That tells me that man probably did not read that script.
Oh my god. Why did you say that name?
Or I would hope he at least like brought it up like, this sounds stupid, and they were like, just go with it, Ben. I'm hoping he at least fought that, because that was horrible.
Why did you say that name?
Especially when he had some cool lines, like, do you bleed?
Bruh.
You will.
I just feel like they tried to rush that too fast, I think, you know.
What?
They seen what Marvel was doing with all the crossovers and all that stuff, like.
I mean, but it was cool. It was a cool concept.
It was a cool.
Superman,
it was a very cool
and
concept, but
stupid story.
But we had literally just seen Captain America versus Iron Man, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like,
you're right.
But Marvel built to that, you know. So it's like you can't just throw that in there together. And that was Ben Affleck's first Batman movie.
It really wasn't fair, because I think he was a great Batman.
Yeah, I think he did good.
I think he was a great Bruce Wayne. And I think he could have been a better Batman, but storytelling made him not a great one. Yeah. I think he was a great overall Batman. Storytelling just didn't help him.
Yeah. What are your thoughts about their Wonder Woman? Like,
Gal Gadot?
Yeah, I just feel like she's like.
I feel like she was cool to begin with, and now she's like lost her luster, I guess. I don't know.
It's like everybody loved her at first, and then like now it's like nobody cares at all. Like, what the hell happened?
I don't know. I think just DC has just unfortunately dealt with a lot of PR issues with Ezra, a lot of just Amber Heard. And,
Aquaman.
Yeah, Aquaman.
People aren't even like.
There's a lot that's gone on, right? People are tired of it.
You wanna know what's more messed up? I feel like the Deep is more famous than Aquaman is. You know, like, I'm sorry.
Like, everybody loves freaking The Boys.
Oh, the Deep, like, it's so, like, he's so memeable. So, like, when you think about Aquaman, it's like, that's not the first, like, when you think about somebody in the water that's a hero, you think of the Deep.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, you don't think of Aquaman. I mean, maybe it's gonna be.
I've only seen, like, one of them.
You know? But, yeah, DC got some stuff they need to do. But, I mean, it looked like they headed in the right direction. The Rock went in there and body slammed a few execs and was like, we're gonna have it my way.
Why? Because Daddy's gotta go to work.
And that's the bottom line. That's Stone Cold. But, my favorite MCU projects this year so far. Alright, I'm gonna just go from like bottom to top, right? Bottom to top. Like none of them were bad. None of them were bad. Dang, it just sucks because this show is over, and it's like, man, I'm really wrapping up this show. I liked She-Hulk. I really did like She-Hulk. I really love what they did creatively, but I feel like they should have hit us with something that was gonna last. Like give us something that's gonna last a few months. Like, I'm sorry, but that Loki episode still got people thinking. Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, like, hit us with something. Like, y'all forgot how to like just really hit us with some bombshell information and have our minds like going crazy. Like,
Right.
Because like I feel like the Kevin stuff was cool, but the ending was like, so you just go drop this on us, like you got a son now, and you just here, and you just here he is right behind me, like bro, like really, make it a real surprise or like just a shocking moment, like you know, what's the scene where he found out he have a son?
Yeah, something.
And we're shocked, you know.
Yeah, even if you flash back, like it could have been at one of the end credits, and it'd been like, so whenever he gets to Sakaar, they're like, "There's someone you need to meet." You know,
yeah, you left someone in Sakaar or something.
Yeah, and you're like, "Oh, okay, yeah, you left someone."
You got business in Sakaar or something, you know.
Yeah, because you knew he was on his way there, but for what? Like, you know, why? Why were they after him? You never knew the whole time, and then it's like, okay, all of a sudden, nope, there it is. That's why. It's like, really, you couldn't have given something to hint that beforehand. It was just so out of left field.
I just feel like for the MCU, they kind of let stuff go too off the rails, right? So you literally telling me that an alien ship came down to Earth, was just spying on Bruce Banner and the Hulk driving, took out the car, made him wreck.
Yeah.
Dipped, whatever, and then came back and got him, and then dropped it back off. And nobody from the Earth is like, "Yo, we got UFO." That's just cool now.
I mean, it was pretty easy, barely an inconvenience.
Like, come on, bro. Like, we got sword in space. Like, bro, you cannot tell me people is just like, just on Earth like this, and we just cool.
Right.
Like, come on. Like, I feel like they should have handled that way properly. Like,
Yeah.
like, show us him talking to Nick Fury, be like, "Yo, I need to go to Sakaar," you know, Sakaar. Like, tell it, like, you can't dumb down space like that, and like, you know, you got all these people in space and you don't want to tell space stories, you know, like,
Yeah.
it's like, I know the MCU ain't just like this now, like, come on, and then he just dropped back through the roof, bro. Where's your son at? He in a spaceship just chilling? Where he at, bruh? Like, that's what, like, he should have showed up with his son the first time we seen him. It shouldn't have been like, "Oh, here's my son now." He was
So
in
it would have been two Hulks fighting Abomination,
Where was he at?
chilling in the spaceship. That's what I'm saying. So is it an alternate ending? Maybe the Hulk never shows up. Maybe she rewinds that far back to where he doesn't even like need to show up for no damn reason, because obviously.
Well, you know what? Kevin did say something about that. He was like, "I gotta explain about the Hulk, like, and how he got back." She was like, "No." He was like, "Okay, well, all right." So he did. They didn't show. He showed her what she wanted, and then that's why when she seen Hulk and his son, he was So he didn't. Oh, okay.
Makes
so
sense.
I'm guessing, but they need to clear that up more. So he didn't show up, and what's his name didn't turn into the Hulk. So that didn't happen.
Oh,
Apparently from her rewrite.
okay.
The guy didn't turn into the Hulk,
Todd.
and Bruce didn't show up.
Okay.
But I guess Abomination still...
Abomination.
Abomination still abominated, you know? So, I don't know, man. But I just think it could have been way better.
I agree. I really could have. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't what I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
What I thought it was going to be, or what I thought it could have really been.
Yeah.
In all honesty.
Like, he could have showed up like, "Jan, I gotta tell you something," and then she's like, "I don't want to hear it," you know? Or something. The whole son thing was so left field and random. Like,
Yeah.
here he is. Don't talk. Or don't talk. Like, you know, he just looked mad. Like, he didn't tell him to speak. Like, you know, he just looked up. Like, he looked like he was gonna whoop some ass, like, on Earth. Like,
He's an angry ass kid.
"Don't hug me, or you finna catch these Hulk hands."
Yeah.
That's the reason I'm called Scar, fool.
See this bad haircut? I'm pissed.
"Don't hug me, bro. I ain't that Hulk, bro. I ain't that Hulk, bro. Don't hug me."
Oh, shit.
This man, I swear, when he was got behind his dad's shadow. This man was like,
swole as hell.
"What's up?" Like he did not smile.
Yeah,
This man was not happy.
No.
Like, I don't know if he got a whooping in the spaceship or whatever, but this man is gonna go crazy, bro. I seen it in his eyes, bro. He one of them ones, bro.
Oh,
You brought this man to the family reunion. He still mad? Yeah, bro. He one of them ones, bro. You done did something wrong, bro. Y'all need to go to therapy before something happen, bro. Cause yeah, this man mad as hell at this reunion, bro. We over here with the family. The end credit scene, everybody's supposed to be happy and chill. This man mad as hell. Like, nah, bro. That's not how it ended in Fast 5. Everybody's happy and everybody. I fucking hate that shit now. I'm not gonna lie.
What?
That fucking end of every fucking Fast and Furious where they all at the fucking picnic. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I was happy when old boy blew up that house. Like, I was so happy.
In the first one?
I was so happy.
Oh, God.
Like, I hate the damn cookout because they do the most crazy ass shit and I'll just come back like, oh man, so glad we're gonna retire and not do this again. Fuck out of here, man. This man Dom have one single problem. These fools have no life, no fucking problem with putting their lives on the line.
Nah.
Like crazy.
They gotta do it for the check, because what?
This man got them
why
slaves.
would you not do it?
They slaves to the lifestyle.
Shit.
It's like, this is the only way I can get paid. That's why he don't really want to say that. That's why he always just tell you to say family.
Why else?
Family.
You know?
He's like, hey, I know you're retired here on this farm and you got 3 kids and you're living your best
You're a
life.
former mechanic. What can you do for the government? What are you, a trained, driver?
This man did it all.
That's what I don't get. Like, where did that transition?
Can we see the movie where he got a super serum? That's all I want to see. Like,
which multiverse?
we
That would
seen-
explain some stuff.
we seen a NASCAR, incident. Now let's see when he was in the lab and they dosed this man up.
Yes, please.
Like,
It would explain some stuff.
swear. That's crazy. But what's your overall rating for She-Hulk, the series? 9 out of 10. I mean, 8 out of 10 or 7 out of 10. I know it's gonna be in that range, but just taking a wild guess.
I would give it an 8 out of 10.
8. Okay.
Yeah, there's a couple episodes I didn't care about, and so -2. But everything else, I'm like, I could live with it. It wasn't awful. There was parts I liked and parts I didn't. I liked probably 80% of it, and 20% I'm like, meh.
Yeah, I feel like for a 9-episode show, we could have got a lot more.
Stuff.
It was way better than Hawkeye.
100%.
Way better than Hawkeye. Like, it wasn't a bad show. I definitely feel like the ending was better than Miss Marvel's ending. Because Miss Marvel's ending, to me, I still don't even know what it is. Like, I'm still trying to even remember. Actually, I got pissed off at what happened. I got even more like, Captain Marvel, like, they just find a way to, like, keep pissing people off. Like, put her in, she needs a goddamn Disney Plus, special presentation. Where have you been?
Maybe one day.
Like, give us 10 minutes of her in a costume doing something.
That'd be kind of cool if they do say something about that in the movie.
Oh my god, they need to.
Like if she has to deal with like bad press or something on a TV screen in one of the scenes. And it's
Captain
about her.
Marvel, the hero that's never here.
Yeah, who is she?
Like, Jesus, I don't even know. She's like LeBron if he just traveled to all the, teams instead of, just being like. Just...
they could do a good job of that if they really wanted to. And maybe she needed a break and she just wanted to be human on Earth for like a month or something. And she like walked around people and actually heard what they were saying about her.
Yeah. And
like watched documentaries about herself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the hero that's never there.
Abandoned Earth.
Abandoned hero type of thing or something. So I don't know. They could humanize
That'd be
her
a
and make
great
her
story.
like revamp her character.
That'll be a great story.
And then she's like rejuvenated by meeting Monica Rambeau and Miss Marvel.
The hero that got our powers in Abandoned Earth.
Yeah, Miss Marvel got her groove back. Thanks to the other Marvels.
That would be a great story because she was a pilot. She served in the military.
Yeah.
She just dipped. So like.
No.
That would be a great story, and like she have to like deal with fighting people on Earth that are like against her, like her own people, like you know.
That she was trying to protect this entire time.
Yeah, and there should be like they should have like
don't realize it because she's been in space. Maybe they tell that story.
And they should make it an ultimatum where she has to choose between Earth and like a different planet, like the planet that loves her and that she takes care of.
Yeah, where was your precious Earth when you blah 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 happened?
That would be a great Captain Marvel story.
You're welcome.
And you got what's her name, Monica Rambeau, and what's her name?
Darcy.
Not Darcy. What was her real name? Miss Marvel. What was her real name?
Danvers, Carol Danvers.
No, not Captain Marvel. Miss Marvel.
Oh, Kamala Khan.
Yeah. Like if they threw them, Monica Rambeau and Kamala, like in a movie where she got to choose between Earth and like the other planet, that'd be a great movie. Like, cause imagine Kamala goes to this other planet and they showing her hella love, like treating her like a queen, like she used to, like fuck going viral. She's like the queen of the planet, you know. And like Monica Rambeau is like the one that's from Earth. That's like, nah, we gotta protect the Earth.
Yeah,
you know,
they keep her on the good side.
Yeah, and Captain Marvel's like, they don't like me down there anyway. Like, I never want to be an Avenger. You know, like just something like just.
Yeah.
That could be a great story.
It really could. It's got so much potential.
That could be a great story because right now I do not care about that movie.
Seriously, and I hope they do something to make us care.
Please.
I mean, look what announce some good casting or something maybe. I don't know, because announcing Harrison Ford, you know, and then we saw David Hopper being in Thunderbolts, made me like so much more interested in the movie.
I'm not gonna lie, that's at the bottom of my like.
The Thunderbolts.
I can't wait to watch list.
Oh.
Marvels. I want to see Blade more than the Marvels.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
Cause it's like I don't care. Like, make me care about this movie. Like, I love Kamala Khan. I love Monica Rambeau. I don't even think. I think Brie Larson's doing a great job as Captain Marvel, but just her usage so
her
far.
Her storytelling is awful.
Like, what the hell? How do you like introduce the most powerful character, and then just yeah.
John said with the Shang-Chi cameo. I'm not sure for which one.
She was in Shang-Chi?
No. Oh yeah, she was. Really? She was at the end. She met them.
Yeah.
Right.
She was.
She pops it.
That was it though. And she was there for 10 seconds and was like, "Yeah, I gotta go." And they was like, "Yeah, she always does that." Yeah, true.
She's like, "They have my number. I don't have her number."
No. She's always MIA. And then she was there for 10 seconds on Miss Marvel. At the end, I'm like, "Stop it."
For now, but we don't know if she's gonna end up. Like, what if the Marvels pick up right there? You know?
I need to see her in something else before I'm interested in this movie. Because right now I'm just like, I don't care. You're super powerful. Can't nobody beat you. Why do I care? It's like, why do I care?
I mean, at some point it's probably got to connect with Shang-Chi. Because even John said his rings connect to Miss Marvel's rings. So, because we did see the 10 rings. So I think he has the other one. And somehow, I don't know, maybe it created 10. I don't know. That's going to be interesting to see, like.
Yeah, that whole story that they're building up is pretty interesting. Like that whole like Shang-Chi story. Like I feel like that's a big story that nobody's really talking about. Like that whole connection to space. Like that, nobody is even talking about that or covered that. Yeah, well, he talked about it in the Shang-Chi, right?
Huh?
That was it though.
Yeah, that's true.
Like nobody has really talked about that.
And that is like an alternate dimension. What does it? Is it outside of the TVA timeline? Like
where?
Where they fought that dragon in Shang-Chi.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that dragon destroying that village. What the peacekeepers, TVA was just gonna let that happen? What if the dragon got into the Earth?
I mean, technically, the timeline broke when Sylvie did her thing.
That was right before Shang-Chi, huh?
Yeah.
So everything after that, do we just regard it as things happen because there's no TVA? Like Multiverse of Madness?
Yeah.
You know?
That's the going theory.
Spider-Man happened because there's no TVA?
Everything, because we seen Loki early for a reason.
Interesting.
So, yeah. Honestly, this Ant-Man looks crazy as hell. That shit moved up my list very fast.
Oh yeah. That
shit, oh my god. Scott's just a rap for my boy, man.
Yeah.
Might be a rap.
He killed his own last
We like, damn.
R.I.P.
We like, damn, bro.
R.I.P. though.
Been a good ride, bro.
Kang's got to make a statement because you got to remember this is for a lot of people that didn't watch Loki. This for a lot of the moviegoers. This is gonna be the first time they see him. So
Yeah, he do gotta make a statement. Yeah.
I mean, Thanos just got an end credit, right? Ooh. This man.
Yeah, you kind of you do have to at this point, like at Marvel, you have been riding on the coattails of like Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Thanos, all that. But it is time to like get everybody like again, you know, like like you know, like it's time to like have that person that's like, who, you know, like we need that and like.
Especially if they're going darker. I mean, make him merciless.
Yeah.
You know, to a point. You know.
Yeah. So I think Jonathan Majors, I think he's gonna kill it. Like I think that was an outstanding hire.
Right.
Whoever seen him and locked him in.
John said Kang must have loved watching that dragon fight. I could just imagine him eating an apple. Laugh about him.
That's crazy.
Right.
I'm really interested to see Loki season 2 because I feel like that's gonna answer a lot of things too. Right. I can't wait to see that just open the episode.
That's next year, right?
Yeah.
That's exciting, at least. Yeah, that's probably gonna connect a lot of things for sure.
Definitely can't wait to see that because I feel like the Ant-Man comes out and I think it's Guardians, and that's gonna close out the Guardian story, and that's when we're kind of gonna get an understanding of like where we are, because I think Loki comes out after the Guardians.
Yeah, because at that point too, you're bringing in Adam Warlock, and don't they connect to
like
the
a new
Eternals
Guardians,
somehow?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're kind of keeping chart of what, like, kind of like
slowly.
Yeah, because like we haven't had no Eternals connection since Eternals dropped. No Shang-Chi connection.
TMA got mentioned. That's it.
Yeah. Like I'm surprised no Shang-Chi like connections have like popped up. I mean, Wong knows them and
Is
stuff.
it Wong technically a Shang-Chi connection?
Yeah, but like nobody else. Like that was in San Francisco.
Yeah.
You know, like it wasn't.
You gotta remember, in the movies we've been to Kamartaj, and then we've been to.
Well, actually, I'm wrong.
Thor.
That train stuff happened in San Francisco, but it wasn't nothing too crazy.
And then it was the Dimension.
Yeah. Because
So,
he went back home.
That's true.
Yeah, so. But they said, I want to see what's going on with the whole 10 Rings organization. Like, they need to start showing us more, like, you know, like, what's going on with that. Because, like, we seen at the last of that, the sister was over it.
Yeah, she was like training new people or whatever to take over.
And she was corrupt as hell.
Right?
So, like, I'm like, what, like...
Are people even gonna care when it comes out in like 2 years?
Yeah, that's what I'm
years?
saying. Like, what the hell she been doing? Just chilling this whole year? Where's the corrupt stuff?
You think she'll team up with like maybe they'll team up with like the Thunderbolts and all of that?
No, I need to see them in Black Panther doing some illegal shit.
In Black Panther?
Yeah.
Really?
This is what I need to happen in Black Panther. It's probably not gonna happen. Actually, this will be smart. If they don't want to do the whole Doctor Doom stuff, they need to say that, you know, Val, Sharon, and what is it, the 10 Rings? Mm-hmm. They're the ones that's putting the Wakandas and the Atlanteans or whatever against each other, and they're trying to get the goods and export it and stuff to make their own. Like they need to do something like that, like connect everybody. Like these two nations are going at war. Let's
they're tearing each other apart, and then we'll come in and finish.
Let's get their resources.
Let them battle it out first.
Yeah, and
we'll
like
come in
take
and
their
finish
stuff.
both of them.
Yeah, cause like she has the 10 Rings are in everything. You know, like they showed that in Shang-Chi. Like they were in Iron Man. You know, like they like.
That's true. That far back. Oh, that's true.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so I want to see like some like Captain America New World Order stuff start to form, kind of in Black Panther. Like, I need to see Sus Sharon show up, and I need Val to show up. We need a Val appearance this year.
Yeah.
Like Val ain't showed up since last year.
What do you think? I mean, they should have done it to where. How cool would it have been if it ends with Wong taking Abomination to Kamar-Taj, right, to give him refuge, and then it goes through all her posts, like the drawings and stuff, those post credits, and then it gets to the post credit scene, and you see Val showing up to Kamar-Taj to recruit him, like at least so that you connect it to the next thing. You know what I mean? Because I feel like, when are we supposed to see that? At the end of Ant-Man? Why? Maybe, but why? It just would be so random.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how have we not seen a Val appearance this whole year? like, or Sharon, or like just people in the government, you know?
Right?
Like,
There's been I mean, I feel like we got a lot of the real world parts that we did get were had nothing to do with the previous real world stories we were telling, like the Sharon, the Val, any of that. None of that was news that could have been, you know, like a something mentioned in the article or online or something in the show.
Yeah,
we have no update.
I would have loved to seen She-Hulk reference Sharon Carter. You know, brought
authorities
back in.
Looking for Sharon Carter in connection with something, or you know.
Yeah, or even that she's brought back into the United States because she was wasn't she pardoned or something like that, or she was.
Yeah, she was pardoned at the end of.
Yeah, like,
well, that would suggest it was around the same time. We don't know that.
Yeah. But I wish in She-Hulk, I mean, they did a lot of connecting, but show us an article saying, like, just covering that. Because that's big news. Like, former U.S. agent that was kicked out the country. And, like just kind of, because they keep kind of tied to, they say any type of kind, like, Captain America New World Order. So, like, try to feed that connection, you know?
Yeah.
If that's the case, but we don't know. We just speculate right now.
Yeah.
But let us know y'all thoughts, man, about She-Hulk, the whole series, man. What's you guys rating? What's your guys order? And what you guys love the shows that we discussed the most, man. We got Black Adam and Black Panther. And is that it this year?
And the Guardians Christmas special.
Oh yeah, Guardians Christmas special. What other good movies are out?
Isn't Avatar supposed to come out this year?
Yeah, Avatar. You haven't seen the first one, huh? Yeah, I mean Avatar. It was good. I mean, I don't know. I want you to see and hear your reaction.
Okay.
We'll
I'm looking forward to it. Like, I literally know nothing about it.
Yeah. It's a James Cameron. James Cameron is your boy. Y'all don't know who this is.
Has
James
not done
Cameron
me wrong.
is our
Between
guy, man.
Terminator and Titanic. I mean, that's just off the top of my head.
So, I mean, shout out to James Cameron. We also watched another classic, The Day the Earth Stood Still.
That was a great movie.
Man, classic.
Great movie.
Classic.
You would think it'd be easy to recreate. But I heard the 2008 one was awful.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if they did one now with social media? I mean, it wasn't as big of a thing back then.
Right?
It was barely starting.
I think it's due for a remake, honestly. They remaking everything anyway. Shit.
I mean, that's some good IP. I would release it like around this time, spooky Halloween. Like, that was a perfect time for us to watch it.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool because it was like a interesting sci-fi movie, but wasn't scary, you know?
Yeah. In the 50s.
Yeah, that was great storytelling.
This movie came out in the 50s and like the message still like that's the definition of timeless.
Right.
The message still like
yes,
today.
It's timeless, but it's sad that it's still relevant today.
Yeah, it's the sad part. Yeah.
God.
Like that. Like go watch the movie. It's free on YouTube. The Day the Earth Stood Still. Not the remake with Keanu. We love Keanu, but go watch the classic 1951 version, man. And we'll keep rocking, man. We appreciate y'all rocking in us. I said rocking in us. I appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. We out, man. We might do a short reaction to Black. I was about to say Black Panther, but Black Adam. But Black Adam comes out first, and you know Black Panther as well. And you know just stay notified, man, because you know we busy. We got a lot of stuff going on. We're working on a lot of things, but we appreciate y'all rocking with us. Stay positive. Always try to be the best person you can be. You can be whoever you want to be. Just look at me. We got any closing comments or last words?
Good.
Yeah. Looking forward to catch y'all on another stream, man. Peace out. Shout out to John. Shout out to Isaac. Everybody in the chat, man. Y'all know what to do. Make sure you hit that like button till it's blue. We out. We'll catch y'all on the next stream. Peace.